We're going to look at the MCI J4500 motor coach today. We're going to talk about how to enter the coach, open the door and enter the coach, and then the starting sequence. One of the first things you want to check as you begin this is the battery compartment to make sure that there is not a master cutoff switch in the battery compartment. So you open the battery compartment door, you look in there. If there were a master cutoff switch, it would be a big yellow handle that you wrap your hand around, and what you do is you would pull it toward you, and that would turn on the battery system. Since there is no big yellow handle, master cutoff switch, you don't have to worry about it on this. There is, if you notice, a little butterfly switch in there. That's what it's called. We do not turn that off unless we're instructed to do so by the mechanic. So we've determined there's no master cutoff switch. So we go back to the front door. First thing we're going to do is unlock the door. So we get our key. It is the square-headed key. We're going to put our key in there. Now sometimes if the air bleeds off these doors, it creates a little back pressure on the lock mechanism. And sometimes what you have to do to unlock it is actually either put your shoulder or your hand against it and push in as you turn the lock. Once you've unlocked it, then we're going to open the door with the open control switch. Here's your open, here's your close control switch. The newer coaches, the computer actually shuts off the battery after 30 minutes of inactivity. So what happens is when you go to push the open button, the door will not immediately open. So you may have to push and hold this button for 3 to 4 seconds until the computer wakes up the battery and the door begins to open. So we're going to push, we're going to hold this. It may take 3 or 4 seconds until the door opens. Now the door opens up, and so we can go inside and begin the starting procedure. Now, once we get inside, the first thing you must do is enter your login code to be able to start the bus. So you press F2, and then you're going to enter the last 4 digits of your social security number. After you've done that, you come over here to F5, which says submit, and you press that. Now we are in the system, and we can turn on the master switch. So we turn the master switch on. We must wait 15 to 20 seconds on any of the motor coaches before we actually start it. It allows the computer to do a systems test on all of the systems. While we're waiting, we want to reach over and turn on the step light switch. This is a security feature that MCI programs into their motor coaches. So always, before you try to start it, turn on the step light switch. Once we've waited our 15 seconds, we've got our step light switch on, we reach over here to the starter switch, which is next to the ignition switch, and we press it until the motor coach starts. After it is started, we want to begin checking our gauges. So we're going to check our oil pressure. The oil pressure is coming up. We want to look at our air systems to see that they are either charged or that they are building up to the cutoff pressure. We also want to check our alternator or volt gauge, and it should read around 26, around 28, somewhere between 26 and 30. If it's below 26, you need to contact the mechanic. If it's above 30, you want to contact the mechanic. So we've checked all of our gauges. We make sure our fuel is good, our DEF is good, which this coach has, and now we are ready to begin our other pre-trip inspection procedures.